Welcome to our Rolemaster Actual play session. Twilight of the Old Order is a campaign set in the world of Duyranaki, the continent of men. In this gritty, cutthroat world, politics, religion, and commerce are all intertwined and reign supreme. Characters need to be both smart and ruthless to survive. We hope you enjoy our story, and, as always, may the dice roll in your favor. This is episode 176 of Twilight of the Old Order. The Twilight Party, after recouping and recovering, have decided to seek out their foe, the leadership of the Committee for the New Age. We pick up the story with Askel having just recounted what he's seen flying far above and behind the rapidly forming battle lines. Good evening. My name is Chris, alternatively known on this channel as GM Chance. And, as the words say on screen, it is my, indeed our, great pleasure to welcome you to our story. The story that we're telling tonight, well, the title's up on screen. Twilight of the Old Order is the title of this tabletop role-playing campaign. The system we use is a game dating all the way back to the 1980s by the name of Rolemaster. I have indeed been playing it since the 1980s and love it. The story itself, the campaign itself, has been running for a long time. We were just chatting off camera, and we actually started this campaign all the way back in July 2019, before the pandemic. Just as a bit of information for those that are looking for episode 1, we didn't start recording our games until around episode 80 of this campaign. If you're wanting to see what happened in some of those earlier episodes and just get a bit of a feel for the story and what it's about and a little bit more about it, do head up to the very first video in this playlist if you haven't already, and have a bit of a look. There's also a link in the description of this video down below, which provides for the people that are really keen a PowerPoint presentation which sums up a bit more about the game. It's not too much of a weighty read, and would encourage you to have a look. Okay, we are telling a story, and any good story needs heroes. Here are our heroes, all 6 of them. And it's been a while between drinks since we were all together. Happy to say all of our players are with us tonight, which is fantastic. In a moment or so, we're going to hand over to the players of those characters to share some information, either about their background, their likes, their dislikes, typically by way of answering what I term a character development question. So just a question I send out earlier in the week for the players to mull over and then answer on behalf of their characters. Before we do that, my usual, and I do sometimes wonder if it comes across as just, a bit insincere or just something I say, but I really do mean it. Thank you for all the people that take an interest in what we do, that follow us online, that subscribe, provide thoughts, questions, whatever. It really is appreciated. Anybody that's kind of wavering on the edge, maybe you've watched us a couple of times and you're enjoying us, would love a like down below, or even, much, much better, a subscribe. And please, tell your friends. Share the love about Twilight of the Old Order. Okay, into it. We are away, and tonight, we are starting off with Anthony. Anthony, the mic and the floor is yours.
So, Askel, he's going to answer, how does your character handle feelings of inadequacy? Well, that's a bit of the life or lot as a warrior mage. Not everything goes our way. We lack a bit of oomph at times in the magic and fighting world. Also, Askel uses a cutlass. So when he stands next to Yotto, who has his very long Nodachi, he also feels a little bit inadequate. And occasionally next to Severin too. But he carries on because it's about, not the size of it, but how you use it.
Quite.
And that's Askel.
Marvellous. Thank you very much for sharing. Who would you like to hear from?
Well, having mentioned Yotto, let's hear from Giles.
Thank you very much, Anthony. Interesting to hear. 2 hands on the blade is always a good thing. So I think the question that Yotto's going to answer, so sort of going to say middle-aged, slender, grey elf, is how does your character feel about the consequences of their actions on others? Although not massively religious, he's a follower of Dio, and so has a consequentialist view of the world. So the consequences of his actions on others are important, but sort of in his own mind. But like any living sentient being, there are some occasions when maybe emotion overcomes such rationality. And I guess of particular relevance, that would be related to Tikos and a particular gentleman, Torvash Papillis, who played an important part in last time we met. And I think it's probably what's boiling around inside Yotto's head just at the moment. And his face probably explains the reason for that. And on that note, I'll hand over to you, Graham.
I think of something to say then. Hello, I'm playing, thank you, 2 characters tonight, first of whom is Severin. And let's try and find the questions. He will answer the question, how does your character feel about the consequences of their actions upon others? I think probably when he was younger, back when this little adventure started, he was probably would be more worried about that. I guess as time goes on, as bitterness has crept in and a sort of a kind of gravity of what they face and what they've got to do has been mounting, and it's sort of everything else sort of pales into insignificance. So I think in terms of people who get in the way, he doesn't really give much thought about. In terms of the consequences of actions, though, however, he is acutely aware that if we fail, what happens? Because he's seen, we've met some of the people who are ostensibly, who might be behind this army, and hasn't got a lot of confidence in them either. I'm looking at you, Mon Men. Who are a nasty bunch of people too. So he kind of feels that the weight on his shoulders a little bit. But in terms of any of the people who get in the way, doesn't give it much thought. Turning to Tenya, what's the most difficult challenge your characters faced in their personal growth? Undoubtedly, death of family members and family friends. That was kind of what she was all about. When she started this mission, it was really just to make a bit of money so she could turn to family affairs, and that's been, she would think, the opportunity is cruelly taken away from her. She knows, like Severin, she's determined to see this through, but knows that it's been at the expense of what she had vowed to do, and what she hopes still to do if she makes it through this difficult time. So I will turn to Stara.
Thank you.
And you had an image you wanted to share with us, Stara. Here we go. There we go. Top of her head's missing a little bit.
Thank you. Oops. Jada wants to answer, how does how does Jada handle feelings of inadequacy? Which is a very appropriate question, Chris, after our last session, where I'm sure we all felt very inadequate, us against an army. Yeah. So the main reason Jada feels inadequate is she feels like if she dies, then nobody has a healer. So she's always got that on her mind. She also worries like she only has a quarterstaff. She's not so worried about that now because it turns out it actually can be quite useful. And then she feels inadequate when she can't heal people properly. Or if she's just not sure what to do, or who first, or she feels a bit inadequate. So how she deals with this, obviously she prays and meditates. She tries to stay safe and not get hurt. But if she sometimes she can't do that. So if she can't fight, she might just think, well, I'll heal them after. And if she can't heal people, she might try and do a fight or distract the enemy, like recently with the bears. Or she tries to get others' input so that the whole group shares the responsibility if she does do something. So she doesn't feel like if she dies, it was all on her. It was a group decision. Yeah.
You made me do it. Cool. And the image on screen?
That's her feeling despondent because she just has a stick to fight with and a first aid kit sometimes with nothing in it. And lately, half her spells don't work, so she's they've taken away her only skill.
To be fair, with the stick that you described, she did manage to kill a demon with it.
Yeah.
She's
just very surprised about that.
So was I.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And Pete, please.
Pete is last to go. You bet.
Thank you. And thanks, Sarah. You always do most amazing images. Kia ora, I'm Pete, and I'll be playing Nicholas. The character development question for him is: how does your character feel about the consequences of their actions on others? So Nicholas is quite an empathetic person. He enjoys interactions with people in his way. And he's been surprised. So I'll talk about how he feels about the consequence of his actions directly on the party, because he's sort of not been surprised that he cares so much about the party. We've got this sort of larger mission, and he wants the sort of the old order as we know it not to end. But he cares really. He does care about what happens with the people. So he does feel a responsibility, and he realizes his actions do help the party, and at times he has put himself at risk. So. He's willing to do that, which is quite big for him because he's not particularly inclined to things like that normally. That's been a surprise for him as he is engaged in adventuring. Of course, his wanting to help people and those sorts of his feelings of warmth towards people is something that he can separate from his rational self, and when he is doing his rational thinking, that is he feels the rational him is the true person, and that is entirely for self-interest. So as rational person, he will put himself at risk for the party, perhaps in the heat of the moment, those sorts of things. But there might be times when, never know what might happen with him. He's a bit odd, his self-interest is big on his motivations.
Excellent, thank you, Pete. Very good, one and all. So, dear viewer, dear listener, that's the team. Now, named, and you've also heard a little bit more about each of them. Thanks, guys. I always love this part of the game. We now turn to Pete as our scribe, as the person that takes very fastidious and very good notes to provide an update on what happened last session. Pete, I've got a kind of an updated map, so I might let you just simply talk, and then I'll just give you guys all a quick show of the map to give you a sense of what's going on. So we'll continue with this screen. Actually, we'll continue with this screen for the moment, or even this screen for the moment. And if you just kind of talk through what happened last time, and I'll let you know if I've missed anything as per usual, or others will, and then I'll just give people a quick précis on the map.
Cool. Thanks, Chris. Might start with the session before last, or just the recap
sure.
of the bear thing, because I don't think Anthony was there for that. But basically, we came across those bears. Anthony, it was pretty bloody. They dispatched all of the soldiers they were chasing on horse, apart from a couple. I think a couple got away of the enemy soldiers. We hid from. We came out all right at the end, basically, especially thanks to Jada doing amazing healing. We hid while the bears sort of polished off the bodies, and we sort of had flown up to the top of a rock, but we all came out just fine. After the bear attack, and once we were sure they were gone, we travelled on for a bit longer and came to this part of this valley where there was a huge mass, an army on the right hand side, and this is the army we can see there, and there were other people dotted on the left hand side across from this large army. So, and that's we've just seen them, and that's pretty much where we started our last session. So, after having a bit of a look, and Nathan's spyglass has been really invaluable, I think, in the last few sessions. Having a bit more, and we saw a structure on the top of the cliffs, above the army, and a structure in front of the army, and those other people across the valley from them. We went and we backtracked back up the way we'd come and found a cave to sleep in. We did hear dogs from the army's camp, so, invisibility or sort of sneaking in was less likely. We saw some horses ride past as we were going back the way we'd come and hid. I think we hid successfully. We found a cave to sleep in for the night because, of course, it's very, very cold. Yotto did some attuning, uneventful night. Maybe Tanya heard a clink of metal during the night. In the morning we came out and found there were some odd tracks outside the cave. So human tracks that didn't come in, but tracks that weren't ours. So don't know quite what to make of that, but nothing we could do about it. We went back up to where the army was, and we decided we should go over the other side to see what the people on the other side were. And so whilst over there, we saw a group of people arrive into the main army. And using Tanya's spyglass, were able to identify 12-ash papillus, and 9 other people, which we were pretty sure were the Polit committee, who were going to be... we've heard for a while, especially through Ningwen's information, that on day 0, they will... Well, our impression was that each side of this sort of conflict within Turong, the factions within Turong, were going to demonstrate their solution on day 0, and the poll committee was going to judge, basically, which sort of weapon of mass destruction they were going to use, or So these people seem to have arrived, and they went in, and we think they went up, perhaps into the structure above on the cliffs. The people on the other side of this valley were smaller groups of men and dogs, sort of camping out with bonfires around these large holes in the ground. Thought that was really quite odd, but and they weren't a rival army as we thought they might be initially. So. We went back to the large army side of the valley and decided we can't attack the army. We sort of hard pressed to sort of sneak in. We decided we'd really want to send someone up above onto the cliffs above the army, to investigate the structure and just see what was up there, see if there's a way in, basically. Tanya was nominated and turned invisible, I think, and Nicholas tried, I think, 4 times to cast Fly on her and failed 4 times, and on the last failure he failed so badly that he is stunned and is now still lying on the ground, just not with it. And that's been a while. Askel stepped up and said that he was, he had PowerPoints. So the failure was that we've noticed that magic is not working some of the time, and it seems to be becoming more and more frequent. We're not sure. So for Askel to step up and say he can cast Fly, I think Jada turned him invisible. That was really brave of him, really. So he went off to scout above the army. We waited and watched, and we saw activity coming on the far side where the men in the holes were. And I might see if Yotto would like to, if Giles would like to describe it, because Giles at the time was playing Askel. But basically, there was stuff that happened, and hopefully Giles is okay to describe that in a moment. But eventually Askel came back and was able to describe what he saw. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention this last time, was when we first approached these armies, we had visions. We had the flashes from the visions we've been having in the past of conflict of two armies fighting each other. Giles, are you able to explain what Askel saw? Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So it took him a couple of goes to make himself invisible and fly. He flew up around. Essentially, there's a large outcrop, what looks like with a kind of a watchtower, where these 9 other men were. He flew up around the back of that, invisible and flying. And because of the distance he's able to fly, I was able to see that there are multiple bridges, multiple kind of just small encampments with sort of 2 or 3, sometimes as many as 5, but not large amounts of people up there. So kind of a way around there. And then he had to land, and he chose to land so he could look out over the plain and see both armies, at which point he saw the large tower. He saw a gentleman climb up it that he recognised as Torvish Papillus, and he was surrounded by guards in black with the red hand. He spoke in Thrabonic. He called to the comrades of the People's Republic. They were his large army against the wall. He seemed to have a sort of magical voice. So even though Askel was a relatively long way away from him, and clearly the whole army could hear him, he also saluted the members of the Pollitt Committee. So you're right, those 9 people up in the place where they could see, that's where they were. He described today as the moment. This is probably day 0. He explained that he felt they were on the threshold of a new epoch. He called his enemies slaves to the ancient bloodlines. And he explained he was to unveil our answer, our hammer, a weapon. Then there was some signaling. He came down from the tower, at which point Askel felt, and he started to walk between, his army sort of separated, walk between. Askel made the assumption he was heading up to hang out with the Pollitt, but he doesn't know that for sure. At which point he thought it was time to bail and go talk to his buddies. And at this point he had 20 power points, so could cast Fly 2 4 times. He failed that 4 times, but very fortunately only lost the power points for that 3 times. I was sitting there wondering how he would get back if he could not fly.
Me too.
So essentially, he got lucky. Fortunately, and was able to fly back. He elected to fly essentially low to the ground, and was able to identify a pathway up around the back that you could scramble up. Don't just make yourself fly up there. There is actually a path to get up around the back to where these soldiers are. Returned to the party and recounted what he had seen. And I hand it back to you there, Pete, but I think that's pretty much where we finished.
Great job. Just the thing that we sort of, but also the thing that happened, and I suppose that spurred Torvash, was that out of those holes on the other side of the valley came armies. So the people who were guarding it some of them rushed directly across the plain. They were obviously guards, so they were expecting another army to come through these huge holes in the ground on this other side of this valley, and some came directly across to the main army. Some have come around the way that we took and are coming sort of in our direction, so something to watch for. But a huge army has just been emerging from these holes in the ground, and I believe, Chris, you said that I think Askel could see the vision of, right in front of him happening, that vision we'd had in the past of the armies lining up.
That's absolutely right. Yep, it's exactly the same.
Got it in 1, Pete. So this image, hang on, just there we go. So Askel was seeing that up on screen, and then flicking to the absence of that, back again, and then it slowly, absolutely started. And this is this vision that has hampered both Askel Jadar and Tanya since coming out of the in-between. You may recall there were these strange marks on your wrists that often itch and scratch. They set off at various times. One of the first times was when you set foot down in Landana, for example, and there were some various other occasions that it happened. But absolutely, these strange, horrific visions of a battle, two mighty armies facing across each other. Many will die in a cold place, and then the sound of thunder, and then mist, and then the sound of thunder. The sound of thunderclaps. Many will die. The sound of thunder. Many will die, and you know that is the moment for bloodshed. Absolutely fantastically recounted, and yes, spot on with what both Askel saw, and it was that movement as Torvash Papillus came down from the tower that spurred Askel, one of the reasons that spurred Askel to rush back to his colleagues. And that's where we're about to begin. It's probably been about, not quite now, maybe 45 minutes since Nicholas, you're still lying there kind of going blip, 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 blip on the ground. I'm just going to show you the map, but a slightly enhanced map, just to give you a bit of a sense of what we're talking about, particularly for Anthony's point of view, because he hasn't seen this unless he's seen some of the videos. The scale of this map is big, so just to give you a sense, that smallest little bar there is 100 foot up, the next is 200, the next is 400, and then the largest one is 600. So you can get a sense of the scale of this map. This odd structure that you've referenced a few times is over here. You can see it on screen. I'll just make sure I've got the largest screen up. Yes, I have. Good. You can see it up here. And this massive encampment here. On the very top, you have noticed and reporting in, as Axel said, there are various watch posts, etc. on the very top. And you can see down below the camp with all these watchfires, and then over here, this massive structure that Torvash Papillus, according to Askel, climbed and gave this very grand speech. And here are the armies. Now, the exact positioning we're not going to worry too much about, but and I'll just get rid of these. But line upon line upon line upon line upon line of Turang troops here, and out to the sides around here you can see horsemen. These were some of the guards, what you're calling guards anyway, that were stationed around these spots of light over here, where Askel saw he had a very good view of these very, very wide holes in the ground, and just almost like vomiting out men marching out at some degree of speed. There are several of these holes. You can see them listed in the background. And yes, this massive army here. Now, they're probably the soldiers in both armies are probably a bit closer than they are now, and they continue to be moving closer towards each other. The sheer logistics of moving literally thousands of counters on a map, we're not going to worry with too much, but you can get a bit of a sense and a bit of a scale of what we're talking about. Really, 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 really large amounts of troops, and exactly as you saw in your vision. Just a bit of to just explain as well, Askel flew up here, went up this way, in behind and in round here. That's where he was investigating. and that's where he saw some of the things that he described to you. Back to your characters. You are over here. Switch it to here. Back a little bit. And there you are down there. Askel has just rejoined you. And again, just giving a sense of the scale. There are your 6 characters there. We'll go right down. Oops. Go right down. Give you a quick tour of the battlefield. So mostly infantry, some cavalry for Turong, and lots and lots and lots and lots of these soldiers. And you recognise the soldiers, of course. We've seen now quite a few of these, and there are lots of them. Oops, and then we went onto the map. Oops. As I was saying before about it being a bit janky. We'll do this, and then traveling all the way over here. Can't really make out these other forces very well. They're still some way off, but there's a lot of them. You can see there, a lot, and and riding around here, as Pete, you described, a number of cavalry. And these horses are wheeling and ducking around. They're definitely focusing their attention back in this direction. They're not looking in your direction, well, not currently. They're looking over here, back to where the encroaching enemy army is coming from. And they appear to be acting as outriders and basically ensuring that keeping the army in check and keeping in between, keeping the army in check on this side. The one thing you do note is this other army that has emerged out of these holes in the ground doesn't have any form of cavalry. They're all infantry. That's where we're going to begin. But first, I'll ask my usual any questions, anything that we need
Just
qualifying questions. Yes.
Just one, Chris, that might be useful for us and the people listening, watching. So when Askel came back down, he clearly saw a path you described.
Mm-hmm.
Could you just give us a very quick whiz about where that is?
Yep.
It's a path up that sort of skirted around the back, yeah.
So you guys are over here. Askel snuck invisible over here and then flew from this point here. And as he flew up here, he saw that you could scramble up this slope with actually relative ease. This one here. There's some dead trees there. There's some ice and snow around there, and if you follow the ice and snow around, he thought, with some good luck, you might be able to get around this way. There's definitely not a track. There's no path. There's absolutely nothing. There's no steps, or there's nothing to indicate people have used this way at all. But in Askel's estimation, there appeared to be, while some of the terrain is rugged and potentially challenging, it looks passable on foot.
Thank you.
So it is. So if you guys are over, we'll take you back to where you were. Oh, there's a floating tree.
No, a flying tree might be very useful. Let's keep the flying tree there, Chris.
I'm not going to delete it because I'll delete half my map.
Oh dear.
So you can see that's where you guys are there, and you think, Askel, that where the cursor is over here is the beginnings of potentially where you could go.
Thank you.
Any other questions from either you, Giles, who very gamely played Askel, or anybody else?
I just just clarify, and I don't know if there's perhaps not much point, but I think you'd said, or think we'd noticed that the army that came out of the holes was mixed race. Had we seen that detail?
If I did, I probably said it a bit prematurely.
Okay.
Or that they're different uniforms. You can probably make out they're different. They're different. Maybe mixed race. Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah.
I might have spoken out of turn. They're probably a little bit far away. That was at the end of last session, and I tend to find at the end of the sessions I fade a little bit.
Cool. And I don't know if this is...
Warning them.
Sorry, was there?
Sorry, Pete, Kieran. I was just going to say, in that case, I'm happy to play till 1 a.m.
Every advantage we can get, right? Another thing, and perhaps... Oh, no, actually, my other question can wait for once we're in the game. Yep,
all right,
good.
Cool.
Thank you.
Any other qualifying questions from anybody? Anything that's not clear? Spent a little bit of time setting up, but useful because you guys didn't see the spread of armies last time, and also Anthony wasn't present. Okay. All right. If you're all sitting comfortably, if you're as curious as I am to see what's going to happen next, cross your fingers and your toes, and let's start the game. This is indeed where we begin. There's the sound of drums that you can hear in the background, and the sounds of many, many, many marching feet. Occasionally, every now and then a shout or two. What do you do?
So I think where we ended, correct me if I'm wrong, was we were having a discussion about this path and whether we might want to go up this path, because Askel had explained that he thought this was passable, and that's kind of where we are. So I think Yotto would, I can't remember if he agreed with him at the end, but if he didn't, he would definitely agree with him now and suggest that there might be a way to go. Can Nicholas follow instructions and do stuff? Or, I mean, how incapacitated is he?
It's completely out of it.
Has he shown any sign of improvement over the last, whatever it is?
He's kind of shaking his head a little bit. Yes, he is getting a little bit better. He's kind of moving his head a little bit, and you think occasionally when he's saying bloop, 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 that there's actually some words. There's some words in there. So he is improving. You think probably a little bit longer, and he might be right.
So, Chris, what you just described going round to that path, that's a good distance.
Sorry, no path. No.
Well,
we could just strike
in a rough. Path opportunity.
Yes.
I don't know how to downgrade it anymore. We could get there, and apologies for the background noise. There's a teenage party going on here. We could go round to that area without getting too close to the armies, just to confirm.
Yeah, I mean, oops, damn, that's annoying. That's really annoying. There we go. On screen, yeah, I mean, the closest troops to you currently. Let's do this. Your characters are here. Spin around. Whoops. Spin around this way a little bit. So there are some outriders and some people on horseback, kind of over here. I wonder if I can zoom up a little bit. No, that's. Oh, yep. Maybe I can.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, hang on. I can actually give you a distance. The closest troops between you and them are something like 1,530 feet away. There are riders out here that are even further away. 2,000 or so feet. And you're wanting to go kind of here-ish.
Okay.
I think what we want to do is wait until Nicholas is better and then creep up and head up.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah, I reckon just go the way we went, keep close to the cliff, so we're not silhouetted against anything as best we can, and then yeah, I reckon that's a great plan.
Okay.
We need Nicholas to be at least good enough to speak and follow instructions, right? And if he's clearly improved in an hour, it's probably worth waiting half an hour or so.
Well, unless we give him a piggyback, get going.
Yeah. Yep, I don't think that's a bad idea. And maybe maybe Tanya keeps an eye out with her spyglass to make sure no one comes too close.
Yep, I think she's invisible as well, so she can go out in front. Yeah, I mean, obviously Tanya will remain perceiving and plan the quickest route, probably the way we came. And I guess Severin could hold Nicholas's arms, and someone took his legs or something like that.
Or do you think, Graham, if Severin carried in a fireman's hold,
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Askel takes point because he knows where to go.
Well, actually, he could take his pack.
Because Tanya can be an outrider, so actually rather than leading, head out wide. So if horsemen come, she can see and whistle or make a Morport cry or something, so we know we need to get out of dodge. Because the main risk will be coming in laterally, probably not coming in frontally.
Yeah, I think we will be able to see what's coming, right? It's just where we cross the valley will be the critical point, looking back into that narrow gap. Anything that comes across the plain, I think we'll see.
We're gonna sit real close to the edge, right? So I think.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the way we came, wasn't it? We walked down the valley and then crossed. So if we go back the same way, but we may as well, if we can, even start walking. If someone could take Nicholas's pack, then perhaps Severin could.
Yeah, happy to do that.
Give him a fireman's lift.
Yeah, Yotto can easily take Nicholas's pack.
Okay. Any actions from anybody else I need to be aware of?
No.
Okay. Jada? Nope. Nope, okay.
So maybe, of course, just before we go, Yotto might ask the party, clearly what's happened to Nicholas is a response to a spell failure. Does anyone either have a spell or a herb or something that we could give him that would immediately correct that? I just can't see the XP sheet, so I don't know. I don't think Yotto does, but he would ask the others.
We've
if
got
anyone
these
has any
sunberries.
concrete spell failure.
Got sunberries, but I don't know if we can just feed it to him while he's this bad.
I don't know if he's stunned as such, in a sort of sense of you would be in battle. I think it's something else. It's when he's the spell failure kind of is more of a brain
Right.
kind of failure of sorts.
I'll start looking up spells. Only work half the time, but were we told it would just go away on its own?
I believe so, yeah. Unless he's gone into a coma, but I don't think that's the case.
I'll look up some spells.
No. Okay, well, we're just
All right.
in.
So I'm hearing you're moving, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I please ask for some stalk rolls as you move along? All I'm interested in is failures. Let me know if anybody rolls a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Severin, if you're... Yes, let's go with that.
I'm good.
Cool.
Yep, good.
I presume Nicholas doesn't need to roll, since he's being carried.
Correct. Stara and Jedi and Askel.
All good.
Yep, all good.
Cool. Great. So I'm not going to take your counters all the way, and I'm certainly not going to take them with us as we move, because it's going to take too long. But you move around. You are being incredibly cautious. You're keeping down the horsemen as described. We'll just do this. As described, are definitely focused over here. They're constantly looking over their shoulders. Every now and again, one will ride out and loose a bow in the direction of the oncoming other troops and ride back. But really, no one is giving any attention to what's behind them, and the troops here, perhaps not surprisingly, are focused on what's in front of them. You move around very, very cautiously. Not difficult to stalk in these conditions, and you are using the terrain to your best effect, and you're taking it relatively slowly. And about 15 minutes or so later, so around about an hour later, Nicholas shakes his head and kind of mutters to Severin, "I'm okay now." Nicholas, you're back in the game.
Thank you. Yikes.
Seven will stop making horsey noises. And,
Yeah, Yoda will stop being the chef.
Excellent.
He would try and assess the situation and just ask what we're doing, because he missed all of it, didn't he? He missed 12 actual speech, and he missed the army arriving. Oh man!
He missed a lot.
Go to sleep 1 minute and an army's arrived. I mean, he'd just ask him, just pause to take a moment to get his head around everything, if that's all right.
Okay. After that, you continue. You continue moving on. You get to here, and at this point, you can see that the janky map, as promised, is doing exactly that. And you can see the slope that's in front of you. Not especially steep, but definitely here. I would like some other stalk rolls. Quite easy when you're moving around here, keeping low profile, all the rest. But actually, when you're hitting up a slope, there is a chance that soldiers, who are of course now further away, they're definitely further into in this direction. If you could give me one more stalk roll, please, to get up to, for your characters to get up to this area here. So all characters, and again, I'm just interested in no failures, please.
Nicholas is good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good, Chris.
Askel's good.
Oh, whoa. Severin.
Severin rolled 1,000.
Yeah. He's flying.
well, I've got to get a bit keyboard happy there. Yeah, no, I'm fine.
No issues for anybody?
Oh, Chris, I'd just like you to know that I wasted a 90. Thanks a lot.
Oh, that's very, very sad.
Yeah.
Excellent. But you all scramble up to this slope here, and you actually have some height, and now some view, and the lines are much closer together. And you hear at this point a cacophony of noise. You hear shouts, a couple of screams actually, and a few horns, etc. And the lines of soldiers are squaring up, almost like two boxes in a ring, and you all stand there somewhat transfixed. Tanya, your eyeglass is fixed to your eye, staring out over you. Before you, across the frost-rimmed basin of Krakoa, the battlefield to be spreads out in grim silence. Two immense armies, their numbers staggering, perhaps 30,000 soldiers in total, spread across the field in two massive waves of steel and resolve. A sea of soldiers poised on the knife edge of violence. A heavy, waiting silence that blankets the valley like a held breath, broken only by the beating of drum. To your right, and slightly below you, stretching in perfect formation, the Turang vanguard holds the slight high ground. Line upon line of disciplined infantry clad in ash grey and coal black iron helms. Broad, lacquered shield, stenciled in harsh glyphs, some bearing the flame-wreathed fist of the Committee for the New Age, but most carry shields or banners with the black bird on the blue sky of Taurong. The air shimmers faintly around them with breath and tension. Many carry the expected spears, bows, swords, and cruel, barbed halberds. But not all. You notice, especially with the aid of the spyglass that critical article Tanya carries, that many, hundreds, thousands in fact, of the Turong troops are clutching strange objects, almost reverently. Unfamiliar objects, although maybe not totally unfamiliar. Maybe you have in fact seen their like before, perhaps on a fresco, which seems like a lifetime away now. The objects are long and dark, cradled close to their bodies or half concealed behind shields. They perhaps resemble elongated clubs, or maybe vaguely trumpet-like, as though ceremonial or ritualistic in design. And then your gaze turns across the valley. There, advancing slowly, comes the army of the old world. At first, it's a wall of shimmering silver, banners fluttering like sparks in a storm. But through your spyglass, the truth actually emerges. Not glory, but desperation. A legion of Thumazul, the Empire of Thumazul, trudges forward. Crimson and gold threaded banners of their faith rising proudly above their line. But the soldiers beneath them are thin, hollowed cheeks, their once fine armor dented and tarnished. Over it, they wear ragged tabards, torn and stained, flapping loosely in the wind. The serried spears are still held high, but their bearers look like men clinging to the memory of order. To their right, the kingdom of Thrace marches, under the faded high mark of Thrace. That sign of honor is bleached and frayed. Their knights wear sunburst helms and tower shields that still gleam in patches, but the illusion fades quickly. Their surcoats are threadbare, many stains with old blood, the men beneath gaunt and grey with fatigue. Elvenkind marches beside them, swift elegant and yet not untouched by the same wear. Their movements remain graceful, their spears light, their impossibly tall bows held with poise. But even they seem diminished. Dust coats their cloaks. Their eyes are hard. They carry themselves like dancers, but dancers who have not rested in weeks. They march under an unfamiliar banner. Its meaning lost, but its sorrow clear. Even from this distance, the whole force looks weary, worn, and driven more by necessity than pride. A battered remnant of the world that was, not the power that it once claimed to be. And then your blood runs cold. A banner right at the heart of the advancing force, twisting into view as a gust of wind lifts the standard high. A torn field of blood-red cloth. Upon it, a harp through which a massive two-handed sword pierces straight down. You recognize it, all of you do, the joyful butchers, here, marching beside the armies of the Old Order. And there, unmistakably, despite the massive distance between you, a lone figure, slightly out in front of the butcher's line. Their commander, a woman, Elk Flatlander, Severin's mother. The line begins to move faster now. The army of the Old Order breaks into a charge. Thamazulian warhorns bray, Thracian drums thunder, Elven war cries pierce the cold air. Arrows. Javelins and spears fly like swarms of metal locusts, darkening the sky as they descend on the Turang line. The opening volley of death. Some of the closest ranks of the Turang soldiers scream and die with the Old Order steel their bane. And still, the Turang troops do not move. Many of the Turang soldiers have half turned their heads, eyes flickering between the rapidly approaching enemy across the plain and back at the strange structure embedded high in the cliff behind them. Another swarm of javelins and arrows and throwing spears arced high into the grey afternoon sky, aimed at the Turang soldiers. And then, from far above, high up on the cliff, jutting out from the naked rock, from the strange building, a brilliant white arrow, wreathed in a natural light, launches into the sky, soaring in a perfect arc over the battlefield. And, for a heartbeat, all is still. Then, almost instantly, shouts erupt across the Turang line. Commands barked in unison, precise and practiced. As one, tens of thousands of Turang troops raise up those strange objects, those trumpet-like clubs. And then, the sound of thunder. A wall of flame and smoke not missed after all, bursts across the Turang line. The plain shakes. Soldiers from the old world fall in red mist. Armor shatters. Rank upon rank upon rank of the old order have been slain or lie dying. Carnage is horrendous, and with one blow, the battle is all but won. The hammer of the new age has struck. The age of swords ends. This is strange objects that your characters see and saw the Turang soldiers march out with. Characters, of course, no clue what these objects are, how they operate, how they function, or what they are, but you instantly know that they are deadly. And an eerie calm, other than the sounds of the dying, and the occasional shot, scream, followed by a sword blow. Other than that, this massive field becomes remarkably quiet. What do you do?
I think Tenya will physically restrain Severin and say to him, our purpose here is to go for the head. I know what you want to do, Severin, but don't do it. Stick to the plan. Let's get up there and see what we can do as a group of 6. That's what we came here to do. You go out there now, you're toast. Well, I think, yeah, that's very dramatic. Well done. Didn't see that twist.
I also encourage them to push on too.
I think we push on double time and hope that their invention is like early muskets in our world. They're like to blow you up or someone else. That's
It's clear we can't kill thousands of people. Right? We need to chop the head off. It's and we need to move.
I think that, but Nicholas would certainly be standing and dumbstruck for just for a while. Like, what the fuck is that? What just happened? Was that magic?
Yeah. What would your characters make of that?
Yeah.
The players know what that is.
But yeah.
Well, they would say they would guess that was the secret weapon. What they
devil's
made
dust. Whatever devil's dust.
Probably magic, right? I would say.
It's magic. Yeah, it's magic.
Except,
Thunder.
Oh well. Yeah.
except that
Like
these people
thunder.
hate. Yeah, except that these people hate magic.
Yeah, but they're full of shit, aren't they?
Exactly that. They're full shit.
They are.
If you're
they are.
foremost, those magic weapons will cease to work. That seems
Is it
like
right?
the obvious logic.
Well, we know he's got the recipe of devil's dust. We know it's something to do with devil's dust.
Yeah.
Yep. And we know that he's got the last. Well, he claims to have. Well, from his dying boyfriend, we heard that he's got the last recipe of it.
Yes.
So we want to. Yeah.
GM's just going to take a quick bio break, give you guys a chance to have a chat.
Corvash a farmer in a past life? Has he got a real interest in fertilizer or cow poo?
That was very, very cool because all of the stuff was there. All of the.
If we thought about it.
Yeah, down to Chris not showing us images of the frescoes in the alchemist's place. Because if you'd shown us an image,
We don't know what it was.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. You've had 6 years to figure this out, bro.
that was very cool. That's
That was
very,
good.
very. That's cool. And also because this world is at that stage of development. Should have,
Yeah.
Never. It's
Yeah.
never.
Early
got that.
Renaissance.
Yeah.
Well,
Very
well, presumably the Chinese had it for ages, but they're just setting off fireworks wherever their equivalents are.
True.
Well,
Very cool.
that's great. But yeah, I think we just double
Yep.
time, get up there, right?
Yeah, agree.
I think it best send Tanya's invisible, so send her on ahead, just in case there is anybody scouting, anybody looking out. Askel, did you see anyone who was looking out in this direction, like stationed to look?
No, so very clearly there are very small clusters of people around the fires and no one else. That's what Chris described to me.
All right. Well, I think Tanya will go ahead anyway. As we go
And the other thing I think is Graham is on the way up he flew high, but on the way back he flew low. So he flew close to the ground to find a pathway and look for people. So if someone's there, it's completely different from when he was there last. Which is not
to find an easy route.
She'll find an easy route, and then she'll use the spyglass when she's up ahead just to look on the cliff edge, just in case.
Yeah.
So when was Askel last there?
He literally flew down,
an hour ago,
reported stuff, scooped everyone up and went. It's like an hour, 90 minutes. It's not long.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, he just got back at the beginning of the session.
Okay.
All right, folks. I am going to, because, believe it or not, each one of those tiny little red dots that are out there. Where are we? Just to give you a sense. Each one of these is 300 people. And the computer has to render each one of them. So what I might do is give my mapping software a little bit of a break and just change maps. You guys have got a minute or so reprieve to have a chat about anything more you might want to do.
It'll only take you a minute to move each one individually, right, Chris?
I work fast.
I was going to say, wasn't the red ones that you needed to remove? It was the other side, I think. Poor them, they didn't stand a chance.
I've seen Shogun. Yeah, they didn't stand a chance.
So the plan, we're going to hightail it up this path.
Easy route.
And
thanks, Pete.
Look for the snake head.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. There's bonfires with guards, and the structure is further down on the cliff. Who knows if we've got access?
There's an opening that Askel saw that was further down on the cliff. So in the gaps in the cliff, most of them had bridges. So somehow we're going to need to find a way to the opening, hopefully avoiding the guards and/or killing them all silently, I guess, as we go, or sleeping or something.
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah, talk about holding people back. Tanya holding Severin back. I think we'll all be holding Yotto back somewhat. Keep it going.
Do your best tonight. I see the big boy. Do your best.
He'll be up for it, right?
If they hadn't said that he'd head back into the thing, he'd be ignoring you all and flying over the army come hell or high.
Jeez.
What you mean is dum-dum, but yeah, that's close.
Well, I guess we just keep if he's looking at doing something rash, just keep reiterating that stealth is our best bet of getting close to him. We gotta keep it quiet.
Okay.
Poor you, bro.
All right. So what we're going to do, I can't quite get it down at high level, but we'll get it close. So your characters are standing here by these dilapidated. Oh, maybe I can. trees. You've just witnessed this utter carnage as described. Tanya's grabbed onto. See, you should hang on just a second. Software's just doing something that's peculiar. No, don't. Cool. It's good. Still recording. Marvelous. Good. So Tanya has grabbed onto Severin and has given Severin a pep talk. There's absolutely horrific scenes behind you, and there's still a lot of smoke of this barrage of sound. What was the phrase? Localized thunder and localized. Well, you thought it was mist, but it now seems like it was smoke. It's still hanging in the air. Very strange smell to this smoke. What from here do your characters do? Any other actions? Tell me what happens.
I think Tanya would offer to go ahead and survey the route, since she's invisible.
Yep.
And as she does so, she will try and find a good way up, but she'd also periodically like to use her eyeglass and just scan the tops of the ridge.
Yep.
Just to make sure there's nobody looking down.
Sure thing.
And then when she... yeah, so she just go up a little bit ahead and just make sure the coast is clear.
Okay.
And then
so she can't see above here, and but your are the characters following along? I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean, if we're not in view, then don't worry about it. But if we were in view of that ridge, then she would do that.
Sure. She first, and then all of you come to snow, settled snow on the ground. Quite narrow, distance of some 17 foot across. This is really narrow here.
Is it possible to walk on the rock?
You can try, yeah.
Or if not, the snow very closest.
Quite slippery.
Yeah, I think she would tread on the snow or go to the far right and scout up there. Yeah, holding right against the cliff face. If assuming she can't climb on it, then along it closest to that. And she would just test the snow with a longbow as she went, and if she was starting to sink into it.
Okay. So she's trying to use the rocks as much as she can, but in some places it is unavoidable. And she's obviously concerned about twisting an ankle or doing something like that. She continues walking along here. Others following her. Others doing anything else. Any preparations I need to be aware of. Anything I should know about. Oh, okay. So you continue. Oh, this is a janky piece of software. You continue around.
Sorry, Chris. Like Yotto would take his longbow out and would put an arrow on the string.
I think we discovered that last session that Yotto doesn't have a longbow.
He does. He doesn't have the magic longbow. So he had a longbow, which he got ages ago. I thought he'd swapped it for the magic one. We sold the magic one. He's definitely got a longbow.
Okay. All right. Okay. Sure. I thought he hadn't, but okay. Cool. Yep. He's got a longbow. Any other preparations I should be aware of from anybody else?
If Tanya hasn't, I think she'd already strung it, the longbow. I think she's just carrying it strung, I think, yeah. But likewise, Severin will hold his composite bow. He can't walk with it strung, but he'll just be holding it.
Yep. You can walk with it strung, of course, but...
Oh no, I mean, he'll have it off, take it off his pack,
I see.
And have it in his hand.
Okay. Tanya, can you give me a couple of perception rolls, please?
Four.
Yep, mast, of course.
Spirit, 86. Boom and bust.
So, yeah, just pick up a lot of background noise there. Graham, are you in a
Sorry, there's not much I can do. There's a teenage party going on here, but I'll try and keep my mic off.
Okay.
Perception is plus 85.
Okay. I mean, you're surveying tops of the ridges, Tanya. You're looking around here. This is the way you've come. Down this way. Nothing. That's kind of your route in front of you. Where are you planning on heading?
So whatever's the kind of the easiest route that I would take. So, sorry, can you just go to the left? So it looks like that cliff in front is probably about even all the way along.
Yes.
Is there there's no place where it's a little bit shallower? Oh, up there, look, through the hole there, to the right. Can I see if I can just scout around it?
Around here?
Yeah, down there. There's a sort of cleft right in the middle.
Here.
It's tapering away in front of, there's the far, just, straight ahead.
Okay. So
and then just see if there's an easy way up to the left.
Yep.
Chris?
Yep.
Look, I don't want to game the game, but I think Kyoto would be whispering to the others we should be looking out hard for the enemy. I don't quite know what that does in terms of translation into gameplay, but he would certainly be perceiving as hard as he possibly can, looking for bad dudes.
Sure. Yep. Give me a roll.
So he rolled a 60.
Yep.
Skill is 54.
Cool.
Nicholas rolled a 26.
Okay. And what's Nicholas's perception?
49.
Okay. Looking, listening, hearing, taking it as slowly and cautiously as you can. There is still, some noise obviously coming off the battlefield. You can still hear drums, the occasional horn. You come off the snow, as you can see. You scramble your way down this ice, and you cease treading on the snow, and you're back onto icy rock. You move your way around here, and getting to about here. This is so, Askel, from what you saw, high up here, there were some more camps. There was a bridge, you may recall, Askel, and you had thought the only possible way up, we've been using the phrase path, definitely not a path, but there is a slope here in front of you, and if you look at it, it is that black area there. That's really steep. That part, like down there, is really steep, and down there is impossible. But that's on a bit of a slant, and with 2 medium maneuvers, I'll ask for 3 medium maneuvers from everybody. Now, these are not all or nothing, so these are not a case of if you fail the maneuver, you fall off. If you roll really, 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 really badly, you'll have an issue. But 3 basic medium maneuvers, and it may take you some time, but there is a risk getting up here. There is slippery rock, it's icy, you're taking it really, really slowly. But if you're prepared to do that, that appears to be the most logical way to go.
If Tanya drops the rope at the top, would that help give us a plus?
Yep, it would assist. Yes.
Okay, well, she'll climb up first, and then throw a rope down.
Except
There's no path off to the left, Chris. we can't. It looks gentler.
I'm sorry?
There's no path to the left. I can see a little bit to the... No, okay, fine.
The only thing is the distance to... How long is your rope?
100 foot.
Okay, so there is a... where's my... what do I want? I saved it so well, and it was so long ago that I used it. I just deleted it. 100 foot, to give you a sense of size and scale. Those are your characters there. And 100 foot is... That's 100 foot. So, unfortunately, your rope is not going to be sufficient. It won't even come close to won't even come close to get to the top. That's easily 500, 600, 700 foot, perhaps 500 foot, perhaps.
Okay.
Can I ask what the advantage of... I mean, could we do it in stages? She goes up 100 foot, drops the rope down, we all use it to climb up, then she goes up and we stage it up.
Could try, sure. Yep.
What sort of bonus would we get from using the rope? Is it worth doing it?
It would drop it down, assuming the knot held, etc. It would drop it down to just a second. Tell me whether the drums start getting a bit too monotonous, guys, if you want to change it.
Good.
It would drop it down to a light maneuver, so yes, it would help. Yep.
If Daniel's willing to do that, go up and sort of tie it and hold it, and then we just do it in stages.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. Alright. Any other actions from anybody else in the party? Anybody doing anything, saying anything?
Just the constant perception, please, of course.
Cool. Alright.
Yeah, I think Askel would have been just trying to retell as much as he could what he recalled from in and around that area, and just sort of trying to highlight what he saw above the ridge as well.
Sure.
So what to expect.
Yeah, so...
No,
Sorry?
Go, Chris. I'll talk after you, Chris.
Yep. So, Giles, can you fill us in? Was a while ago since we played.
Yep, so on the way up, he flew relatively high, he was invisible, and Chris was mostly interested in general layout, which he found. On the way back, he looked for a path or a way up. He flew low to the ground. His recollection is there are small clusters not near this edge, as far as I recall from the map, but a little further in. They had bonfires. Around the bonfires, 2 or 3, sometimes as many as 5 people, but no more. He did not see, randoms walking around. So in this 90 minutes ago, it seems pretty unlikely there'd be patrols out this way that he would not have seen patrolling elsewhere. And that's my recollection of what he saw, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
So he would, and he obviously saw this not path but possible way, and so I think that's what he'd be recollecting to the party.
Okay. Cool. So
and I think you also
you say that. Thank you.
I think you also would go last. He'd want to be perceiving the top of this ridge. Can I just check, Chris? Will a longbow reach this far? If someone pops a head over the edge, could a longbow stick an arrow through someone's eye if you got a good enough shot?
I think
this is a long way.
I think I said that was 500 foot. Is this gonna? No, it's not even gonna let me do it. The range on a longbow, Pete, unless you can beat me to it, is I think about
100.
400. Yeah, there you go. 400
Yep.
foot.
That's a negative 50.
Okay, in which case, Yoda will say when we get up to the first point, he'll essentially get ready to fire and shoot someone, but there's no point here because he won't reach. and then each time we go up, he'll go last, and he'll perceive all the time. And I guess the purpose here is to look over and see if someone sees us. If he does, he'll take a pot shot at them, just so you kind of know how we'll go.
Okay, sounds good. All right, I've got a bit of an idea of what you're doing. Askel's recounted what he remembers. Thank you, Giles. Tanya's going to take a rope and attempt to fix it for the 3 maneuvers that you guys need to do. Anything else I need to know before Tanya heads in that direction? Nope. Okay.
Just that it's really thinking of stealth is the priority.
Yep.
Is just taking it easy, and when Tanya goes around the next corner, just giving it a good clearing it before the others come round.
Sure. So could you give me a stalk roll, please?
Yes.
And she is invisible too.
86.
86 plus.
Plus 159.
Yep, I mean there's rock and gravel and stuff that she's treading on, and it's icy and quite precarious, but she thinks she's reasonably quiet. She heads round, and she gets to unfortunately I can't my as I described, the scale on this map is huge. Gets to about, we'll use the cursor. The others are waiting, coming up and waiting about here, and Tanya, you're just about to head up when in the distance but in this area you hear several things. All of you, no perception roll needed. Very, very muffled and very, very distant. Like, very hard to hear. Just catch.
Sure, you didn't invent fireworks at the same time.
And yeah, I mean, every now and then, look, it could have been from out in the field, because every now and then you do hear these strange noises. This sounded closer, which was interesting. Tanya, can you give me please a light maneuver? First light maneuver.
27. Her climbing is hang on. Plus 84.
Yeah, look, she scrambles a... Oh, actually, that was a medium maneuver, because of course she doesn't have a rope.
No.
Yeah, look, you get up 90% of that first third that you need to clamber your way up. Give me one more roll, please, to complete the last.
99.
99, roll again.
35.
And plus 86. Yep.
84.
84. Again, guys, if the drums get irritating, let me know. Move inspires all. You are unstunned. You are unstunned. That's strange. Allies are at plus 10 for two rounds. I'll give it that for 2 of your companions' rolls, they get plus 10 to their roll. That was outstanding, Tanya. You scramble up and you're in a good spot. Could you give me a mast rope tying roll, please?
7, very poor.
It's mast. Could be really good.
Let's hope so.
Does she have any kind of rope tying ability?
Well, climbing is probably the most relevant.
She doesn't have rope mastery, though, is I guess what I'm saying.
No.
Okay, cool. you drop the rope down. You think it holds, or you think it's going to hold. Who's next, please?
Well, don't put the tin
We'll be
can on
going
the rope.
What was that?
I've said don't put the tin can to test the rope.
Yeah, Nicholas can go.
Who's last?
Okay. Give me a roll, please. You get plus 10 to this roll. That's a light maneuver now.
30.
30 plus. He doesn't wear armor, so what's his? Oh no, what's his climb skill, please?
19.
19 plus 10. 59 is the result. Yeah, you make pretty good progress, Nicholas. You're 80% of that first third of the way up. Give me another roll, please.
Is that with a plus 10?
Yes.
No.
49.
49 plus 19. Whoops. 49 plus 19 plus 10. Yeah, that did it. So, Nicholas, you're now up with Tanya.
Thank you. If he could, for the rest of the people climbing up, he'd like to be ready with an instantaneous spell of landing,
Okay.
which has got a range of 100 foot. So I don't know how that would work, but he might have a chance of catching someone with that spell if needed.
Sure. Who's next?
Askel, go.
Okay. You're on. You got a minus 15 to this roll.
Okay.
Oh, damn it. Tanya had a negative 10, which we didn't do, Graham. Please, can you help me remember that penalty? Give me a roll, please, Askel.
You got 19, so minus 15, 4.
Okay. Plus.
Yeah, sorry, my sheet's got the spinning wheel of death. Oh, there it goes. Plus 26.
Plus 26. Plus 10. Told is a 40 on a light maneuver. The rope certainly helped. 60, and it has held. You're 60% of the first way up. Give me another roll, please, Askel.
Okay. Uh, 77 this time.
77, miles better. Yep, even with the negative 15, you're well and truly up. The three of you have managed to you're kind of clinging on. Your hands are cold. There's snow coming down. The horror of what you've just seen is settling into you. But the three characters are up there together. Who's next?
Sweet.
All right, 7 over crack.
Sure.
$32, and his climbing is 47.
47. Plus 10. 89. I think this could be an automatic. It is. Severin, you are up. And right about now, so just as Severin kind of hauls himself and there's a clink of his armor and all the rest as he comes up, off in the distance, this direction, over here, you all hear, quite clearly, a scream. And the clash of arms. And shouting. And then this noise. Not as loud as that. It's further away. But definitely a huge amount of rock has come down somewhere. And you are now all aware of the sound of combat above you. Screams, swords, sword clashes, blade on blade.
I think maybe Tanya will leave the rope with Severin and go on ahead.
Okay. Just hear the sound of kind of flashing blades. And then every now and then a scream. So Tanya's going to do another medium maneuver. There are two people, Jadar and Yotto still at the bottom. What are you guys doing? We'll come to Tanya in a second.
I'm waiting. Yotto had suggested Jada she gets up the rope, and after she's gone, I'll come up.
Okay, I'll give it a go. I've rolled a 53 plus I have a 33 climbing, so 83.
Yep, 53 plus 33 plus your 10. Yeah, easy for Jada. She hauls herself up. At the same time, simultaneously, Tanya, do you want to give me a climbing? This is a medium climbing maneuver without the rope.
17.
No, she is climbing. Before you do that, I'll take that 17. You've left her rope where it is, right? You've left it.
Yep.
Okay. So 17, cool.
Plus 84 minus 10.
84 minus 10 is a 91. Yeah, pretty good. She scrambles up 70% of that middle third. It's icy, it's slippery, there's snow coming down. If it wasn't as cold as it is now, it'd certainly be easier. It's definitely icy and quite treacherous here. That's part of the penalty that you've got. We'll come to the remaining 30% in a second, but we'll go to Yotto next.
Okay, can I ask why, Chris? The climb up?
Yes.
Sure.
Well, assuming you want to, you can stay where you are.
Yeah, no. So bow away, both hands, taking care.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 98.
Roll again.
65.
And what's his climb?
36. And he's at minus 10 for everything. And he's got... He got a plus? He got a plus
There's
for the right.
Plus 10, yep. 199. Great move. You feel better. Add on 4 hits. You can't add on 4 hits because you're at your max hits, but you feel great. You scramble up with ease. Yotto, you make it look easy. Back to, well, whoever really. Who wants to act? Does Tanya want to continue on her 30%, or who's going next? We're not in rounds, so tell me what happens.
We're now pressing 400 meters away, aren't I? So my bow reaches with a minus 50. So Yotto will get his bow out, put an arrow on the string, and keep an eye out. And obviously, when he climbs, he'll put it away so he can climb.
Yep. Very precarious to draw and fire where he is, but yep, got it.
Yeah.
Tell me what happens, guys.
I'll turn you another crack then.
Yep, sure. Reroll.
25.
25. Plus her climb of
84.
84.
Minus 10.
Minus 10. So exactly the same result. So yes, she successfully gets up to that middle chunk. So if your companions, Tanya, are... Just have a look at what you guys are seeing. Yeah. If your companions are kind of here-ish, she's about here, and there's the last third that she needs to clamber up. Without a doubt, over here in this direction, there are screams and it's definitely not out on the plain. You are all convinced of that. It's not out on the battlefield, which is now quite some distance away. It is closer to you. There is something. People are fighting, dying. There's the clash of blade on blade every now and then, and in one case you hear a horrible scream, and it continues on. It sounds like someone has fallen. And then it stops very, very suddenly. It's there's something definitely untoward going on up here. Tanya, you've got another third to go in front of you. Your companions are sitting on a very exposed piece of rock with the rope dangling down. What happens now?
Well, we'll all keep going. I mean, whatever order you want to do it in.
Okay. We'll come to Tanya in a second. What are people doing at that first stop point?
I think we ask for whoever's. If we're going to continue up, we need to ask who's got the best climbing skill. It's either we take the rope up, or we wait for Tanya to come back. That's what Nicholas would say.
Ed has got a plus 33.
7's plus 47. Anybody else?
Okay, so not Nicholas. And from memory, Yotto's climbing wasn't higher than that. So is Severin willing to do the medium maneuvers to attach the rope? So we keep going up.
Well, I think the first thing is everyone's got to come up to Severin before we do that, right?
We're all there now. Yep.
Oh, you've made it up. Okay.
We're all up the first third. Yep.
Oh, in which case, I thought she was going to be further ahead. There's not much point, is there?
No. So do we want just Tanya? We throw the rope up to her, and she just continues.
Yeah. She may as well take the rope.
With her. Okay.
Yeah.
Or she comes back down to get it. Whatever we can. If we can throw it up, and she can catch it.
Yeah. If we can throw the rope up to her, great.
Okay. Untie the rope, and somebody lobs it up at her. Can I get an agility check? This is after several goes. Basically, give me a roll without a failure for an agility check. We're good.
80.
80 from Severin. That's fine. Severin, you lob it up. Tanya manages to catch it, and make another tying roll, please, Tanya. Mast.
89.
Okay. All right. Yank on it. You think it's pretty firm? I think so. Who's first?
Nicholas, I think same order maybe. Yeah.
Okay. You're now
Nicholas can...
some 200 foot up a rocky, quite perilous fall.
Yeah.
It's not straight down, but it's not. It would be uncomfortable, definitely.
Can I just check that Tanya's tied it, but is also holding the rope, right? Braced it and holding.
Yeah, she can do that. Absolutely. Yeah.
That was the plan. Cool.
She wrap around something and brace. Yeah, that's the idea. We wouldn't be tying to rock, I don't think.
Cool. He's going to roll. Oh, 63.
63. Cool. And what's his skill?
Plus 19.
19. Get another 10. This is the last time that people get a 10. Courtesy of Tanya's amazing skill.
Thank you.
92 success. Yeah, you scramble up. It's quite hard going, Nicholas, but you pull yourself up.
So Nicholas, you can ready your spell just in case, can you?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the plan. He'll yep. Rinse and repeat.
Cool.
Thanks.
Who's next?
Think of Severin, so he'll go.
Light maneuver.
63.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 40, whatever it was. 47.
Yep. Plus 10. Yeah, easy, Severin. You scramble your way up. and then some. Yep, you're fine. Next, please. Now, just to note, when I say, just as a heads up, obviously a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 does, of course, result in rolling down again. So there is always risk in this game. Who is next, please?
It was Askel.
Go, give me a roll.
Uh, 33 minus 15, 18 plus 26.
Cool, 44.
44.
44. Brilliant. Askel, you are 70% of the way up. Give me another roll, please.
This time 47, so 32, 58.
Just give me the roll. Actually, it's probably easier. Thanks. 47 plus your skill of 26. Is that right?
Yep, and minus 15
minus
and
15. Lovely, thank you. 58. Cool. Yeah, easy. Easy, Askel. You are up as well. Next, please. Let's just have a change of...
Is it me?
Yeah, I think it is.
It's 69 plus climbing 33.
Sorry, what was the roll?
69 plus 33 for climbing.
69 plus 33 plus 10. Jada, you're fine. You're also up your last. And the final person is Yotto.
Thanks. Sorry, I just had to step away for a second. 86.
86. I think with that.
36.
What's
Sorry,
his?
36.
36.
36 minus 10 plus 10.
Success for you too. Everybody is successfully up on the midway point.
All right, rinse and repeat then.
Sure thing.
Tanya will start up the third.
Okay, this is a medium maneuver.
And get ready, Nicholas. 41.
41 plus.
84.
So, whoops. 1 plus 84 plus minus 10.
Minus 10, yep.
Graham, is there any way when you're typing or whatever, when you type, I don't know if you guys or others are hearing it, but I think the mic, yep, you're hearing it too, Pete. The mic is right next to pages being flipped or whatever, and it just is super loud. If there's any way you could, I don't know where your mic is, but just move to one side or something. It's just a little bit disconcerting.
All right. It's just my laptop. I don't have a mic, but yeah, okay.
Okay. Others are getting it too. It's not just Pete. Yep.
Yeah, no, it's quite
Yeah,
quite
no.
pagey and typey. Yeah.
Page turning.
Lots of page turn.
Okay.
And we seem to have lost Askel.
Again. Yeah.
Okay.
Laptop died.
Ah, man.
I can roll for him. If you
Thank you.
to it,
Yep.
we'll be
Fantastic.
busy.
Thank you. Tanya, with a roll like that, yep, sure. You are at the top. So Tanya, this is what you see. And actually, I've just realized I need to change maps one more time. Sorry about this. Do this. Okay. Let's just give us something slightly more. Just do away with our drums for a little bit. I don't have a battlefield sound. Not to hand. Let's see if I can find one. It's probably not that, but that's going to have to do for the moment. There we go. Right. Back to where we were. Perfect. Okay, map coming up now. So Tanya, you have emerged. And up here, and you can see in front of you, off in the distance, using your spyglass, what look like stairs going up. Just trying to find the right one. There. You can see. I was going to reach for a pen to show you, but in the upper left, you can see light, and they appear. You can just make out what appear to be lit stairs going up. You can see little bonfires in the distance. Long way off, definitely a long way off. There's no visible sign of anybody around you at the moment. And further up the cliff, there appear, and there's some more of these stairs that you can see going up, and no immediate sign of any people. And indeed, looking around and looking above you, nothing directly above you. And then you look down the way you've come, and your companions. You can actually see the cleft that you've been following up here, and your companions are some 100 foot down below you. Absolutely no one in view.
Good. She'll take the strain, then wrap it around a bit of rock, and take the strain until someone else arrives to help.
Okay. Give me a third and final rope tying, please.
89.
Which is exactly what you rolled last time, actually enough. Okay, that's interesting. All right. So same rinse and repeat as before.
Yep.
Go for it, please.
Ooh, 19 for Nicholas.
19. It's a long, long way down.
That's not a failure though, right? Plus 19 is a skill.
Sure, it's not a failure. 19 plus 19.
You enjoyed saying that far too much, Chris.
I do. That's a 38. So Nicholas, the rope is definitely helping. That you get 60% of the way up of this last chunk. Give me a roll, please.
One more, please. Oh yeah, 53
Have you got a rope, Nicholas?
plus 19. I don't think he does. I'll check.
72 is the total. Yep, you're fine. Nicholas, you and Tanya are now at the top, and Nicholas, you can now see this thing, the same as Tanya.
Awesome, thank you. He'll stand ready with his spell, but yeah, no, he doesn't have a rope Tanya. Sorry.
All right.
Next was 7.
4.
A 4. That is a failure. Give me a roll, please.
30.
Okay. 4 minus 30. However, he does get his climbing skill, which is
40. 47.
47. Okay, 21. So, Severin, I don't know, is it overconfidence? Is it what? But you see your companions climb up. You're looking down behind you now, and, it's 200 foot. It's not straight down, but it's down an angle like that. Nasty, jagged, cold rocks. It would be a really unpleasant fall. Severin goes, nah, no problem. Puts his hand up, and his foot slips. And he just kind of catches the rope in time, kind of steadies himself. He's quite unnerved at that. Nearly goes over, doesn't, and kind of spends most of the round kind of collecting his thoughts. And Severin, you move up only 20%. Give me another roll, Severin.
He speaks to the party and says, do you think we should tie the rope round us and go up like that, just in case?
Yes.
In which case he pulls the threaded rope from the bottom up and wraps it under his arm.
Okay.
Under his arms, and sort of, and secures himself.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, well, he's got one too, so he'll let it out the top. But in the meantime, so he'll wrap it around himself and, and then make him go up, but then sort of readjust the rope so that hopefully he won't fall so far if he falls.
Great. So give me a climbing, a knot tying roll, please. Does he have rope mastery?
No.
Okay.
57.
57. Okay. Cool. And how exactly, after that near miss, how exactly, to my mind, Tanya has managed to find miraculously a rock that she's kind of wrapped some rope around that she thinks she's tied a reasonable job to tying it there. And Tanya and Nicholas are bracing at the top, is that right, as well?
Yep.
Okay. Severin, you've made 20%. Roll the remainder, please, to get up.
53 plus 47.
Cool. Smack on 100. And yes, with that you're fine. So Severin, you two finally, feeling a little bit nervous, a little bit sweaty, get to the top.
So he'll take his rope out, and try and find a similar sort of rock to twist it round.
Yep.
And suggest that people tie that to themselves as they come up.
Okay. Okay, so give me another rope tying.
67.
Okay. Great. Okay, who's next?
Is Askel next?
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Back,
so,
he's back.
yeah, it's good. Right. Go 61
61 plus
26.
26 minus 15. 72. Oh, you're so close, Askel. You're nearly there. 90%. Just 10 more percent. You're nearly at the top. Almost within your friend's grasp. Give me another roll.
92.
92. You make it look easy, Askel. Even as cold and miserable as you are, your hands under your armpits, you basically dance to the top. You're good. You're up. Next, I believe, is Jada.
Right.
Do mark down these maneuvers, folks.
She got a 79 plus climbing 33.
33.
And she's tied it around herself.
Yep. Jada, you are fine. And then finally, Yotto. No pressure, Yotto.
I'd say none felt, but he rolled an 8.
That's okay. It's not a failure. 8 plus?
It's 36.
36 minus 10 is a 34. You make 60% of the way up, Yodo. So you're nearly there. Another roll, please.
So of course he's tied the rope around himself and stuff.
Oh, yep.
20.
Give me a roll for the rope tying, please.
The roll for the rope tying is 22.
22. Cool. Yep. And then
And
climbing
the
up again.
roll for the climb is 20.
20
Plus 36 minus 10.
20 plus 33 minus 10. 43.
36. Yeah.
I think you should be alright with that. Yep, you're fine. All of your characters, after quite a harrowing trip up, are standing here, and I've just realised I haven't got your characters' figures, so have a chat about what you want to do while I grab them for a second. Be back. Nervous, normal service will be resumed in 1 second.
So what do you want to do? Should Tenny go up ahead again and to the steps?
Yep.
I think probably she needs a way of.
Graham, do we want to survey the ground? So if Tanya goes forward and comes back, we want to creep up on any group around the pyres, because if there's only 2 or 3 soldiers, we want to kill them and then carry on.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I don't think there's anyone here. They're probably up the path, right? So she was going to creep across the thing, and then I think she'll. I don't know how you signal when you're invisible, because everything.
Oh, you'd probably stick something outside your sphere of invisibility.
All right, I'll give my longbow a wave.
What's that stick doing?
No, because everything inside
true.
inside you is invisible.
So you
Okay.
pick up a branch lying on the ground, or a who knows? Or pick up a stone. Won't be invisible. But anyway, I think we should do more perceiving to see if we can get a better idea of where the combat's coming from. Now that we're at the top, we might or might
Yeah.
not.
Why doesn't she sneak to the stairs and come back again?
Oh, good. Yep.
How far away are the stairs?
Tell you. Oops. Oh, goodness. Goodness. Sorry, guys. Just clicked on the wrong button. Go. A long way would be the answer. Exactly how far? Something like 1,600 foot. It's a big map. Oh, shivers! You guys can see that. Oh, damn it! You weren't meant to see that. Never mind.
Couldn't really make sense of it anyway. Don't worry.
Okay, cool. Yeah, 1,600 foot. A long way.
All right, not that then. Okay, well, she'll sneak on ahead and keep walking and perceiving, just checking, making sure there's nobody looking down on the area.
Okay.
And suggest that the others maybe move forward to that, against the rock wall, and she'll come back for them. Would that be all right? Rock wall on the left.
So to the end, to the end of that, and we wait.
Yeah.
With that little vertical black line is, yeah?
Where the cliff comes down on the left, if you put up against there,
Okay.
she'll go ahead and just check that we're not being watched or that anyone can see us approach the stairs. Or if there's a better way to approach them.
Sounds good.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything? Anybody making any plans? Anybody weapons out, spells? I don't know. Tell me if you do anything.
Weapons out.
His bow out, strung, arrow on the bow. He's looking around, looking to see if anybody's coming from any direction, mostly up high or towards where the light is.
Okay, sure.
Oh, question, Chris. How long would it take to put Boyer's oil on a strong bow?
call it 2 minutes. By the
So
time you oil out and you put it out and all the rest. Yep.
All right, maybe she'll leave that with Severin while she sneaks on ahead, so
Okay.
he can. She's going to come back for a bow.
Okay. Right about the time you sneak on ahead and hand the bow to Severin, there is still the occasional scream and the occasional clash of weapons, but it's definitely less frequent now. So as you were climbing up that last third, it was really violent, and you could all hear a number of people clearly fighting, and there's definitely been combat. And it's now gone a bit quieter.
Can we get an idea? Can we do a perception? Oh, Nicholas would like to do a perception roll to see if he can pick up clearly where it's from.
Sure, give me a roll.
Is that possible? Yeah. 23. I mean, guessing the stair area, but yeah, 23 was the roll.
What's his skill, please?
49.
You might be wrong, but you would say it's from over here.
Oh, okay. He'll share that with. He'll share his thoughts.
It's definitely not from this direction.
Yep.
It's definitely not from behind you. You would say around here.
Okay. Yep. Thank you. He will. Yeah. He will.
Yep. Tanya, I'm not going to ask you to head into a separate room. We'll just do this together. As you come around, this is what you see.
Yeah.
There is a bridge up above. It goes into the rock. You can see it like that. Could you give me a perception roll, please?
$95.
Nice. Okay.
Sorry, I don't know if you can hear that music, but
It's not the music. No, it's the your your tapping is always enthusiastic, which is good.
Oh, okay.
Which is good. It's good to have enthusiasm.
I don't know what's unusual about it. Don't think I'm doing anything.
No. You know, it's all for no. It's just part of the course.
Oh.
All good. What's her perception, please?
85.
Fine. Okay. So can you quiet? No, not quiet. Bodies, perhaps. She can make out some bodies on the staircase, maybe. Just. And she can't see anybody up here. Does notice. Doesn't quite. No, she can't see that. She doesn't seem to be up here, but she hears the sound of feet and shadows. There's clearly flames up here, and people are moving. And there's people not quite yelling at each other, but certainly urgent voices from up here. Too far away, she can't make out what they are, but there's definitely panicked voices from up around here.
Question: If were the party to follow in her footsteps, but stay along the cliff line and go left here, and actually stick to the left cliff wall the whole way, like so down there, around there. That's exactly it. In her estimation, would they be visible from the top there?
Yes.
On the bridge itself, right? But not within that. So, okay, not with. They would from the bridge, right? Okay. But that's better than going the other way. Obviously, there's no cover on the other side of the valley, right? Or is there? Where that shelf drops down.
This is what she can see.
No, it doesn't look like it. What's off to the far right, over there? Does the ground drop away?
Cliff.
Oh, substantially.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Alright, well she'll nip back and explain exactly what she's seen, saying that it doesn't look like it's possible to approach. Well, she explained what she's seen. Best bet would be to stick to the cliff wall on the left, work our way around, but chance that, nevertheless, we could be seen if anyone crosses that bridge while we're doing it. So a bit of a risk, but I'm not sure what the alternative is. It'd be better to go now rather than later. Has anyone got any a better idea of how to cover this ground other than just going fast, and moving to that cliff edge?
It looks like there's rocks in the middle of there. Could we not go along beside those rocks? Yeah. You have to dash across the open ground, but we're sort of having to do that anyway, and then go down that line of rocks.
The only thing I've got that might be handy is that facade thing where I can pretend maybe that I am Torvash and you guys can pretend you're holding me prisoner or something and we just walk around like that. I don't know.
June beckons.
That's a pretty good idea, Jada. If you could make yourself appear like you're got a red fist on you, like you're in a black cloak with a red fist, that would be a really good idea.
Okay.
So you reckon it's better running to those boulders and then across rather than going around? The only thing
Don't know.
I don't know, because if you're further out, you can be seen within that cleft up on the left.
There's another line of boulders, sort
Yeah.
of directly in the centre of the screen. Perhaps that would be a better one. We go around the cliffs a bit, then across that gap, and then around those boulders. I don't know. It's just quicker.
And if we're seen, well, there's not much we can really do about it, is it? I mean, let's face it, if we tried to use spells to get over, we'd be here all day and run out of power points, right?
Yeah. Well, Nicholas has only got 15 left.
So there's not really much to be gained, right?
No.
So I reckon we go quickly, right?
I wonder. Yeah.
Yeah. Just go.
Well, I wonder if Tanya tells us when to make a dash. She keeps an eye out for people who, she stands where, right in the middle of that gap. We'd have to run across to that left-hand run of rocks. She stands there and just looks up, and then she just can sort of call or just, quietly call, go.
All right, well, she'll just have to borrow something she can wave that isn't invisible, obviously. So has anyone got a stick or something? Oh, right, actually, Severan's got a spare sword. That'll do.
Yep. I don't know. That might be she can look up into the gap where we're worried about people looking down on us, and in that round, depending on the distance between our cover to the next that run of rocks, if that's if we can cover that in one round, then we hopefully would be. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, let's get Chris' estimation. She can walk out there, and then if she'll wave the sword when you can run.
Yeah.
If you see no waving sword, don't run out of cover.
Yeah. Yep. We do the funniest things, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. So I wonder if this is a second force from the old order, right?
Yeah, maybe they're on a squabble.
Yeah. Well, no, like from the old order army, the ones that all got shot. Right?
Maybe they flew in or something.
Yeah, or another group like us.
Yeah, that Torvash discovered gunpowder. The other side have discovered aviation.
Paratroopers.
Yeah.
Perhaps. Yeah. Yeah, or it could be the. Yeah.
So, Chris, in Tanya's estimation, those rocks in the middle, would they provide better cover? I know it'd be quicker.
Yeah, probably. Well, for a start, you would be able to be seen from that bridge around here, whereas you would go out of vision of that bridge reasonably easily from this side. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So that you see that line of bolt, but we'd be seen from the the further we go right there. Presumably we'd be seen from that indentation in the rock where the fire's coming out of.
Maybe, yeah.
So that line of rocks on the right there, is that continuous? No. Okay, so not the one. Those. So it's actually the ones on the left, in the middle. So there's a just center now. So they would provide some cover if you're right up. Yeah, they provide cover right up against there, from the bridge, in her estimation?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so she'll go on ahead with Severin's sword. She'll take a bow back, oiled up, and with her other hand she'll carry Severin's sword, which obviously is not invisible. She'll get into the middle, and then she'll perceive the bridge, perceive the cleft in the middle of the rock, and when she sees that it's clear, she'll give the sword a bit of a wiggle.
Okay, cool.
If she stops, and she'll explain this to the pipe before she goes, if the sword is not wiggling, do not run.
Okay.
So if it's wiggling, wiggle it just a little bit, then off you go.
So the party is currently here. Where do they move up to see wiggling?
See the cliff on the left there? Yeah, that little ridge there. So there. Yeah, they'll need to be able to run, I suppose. So can they run off that rock easily enough? Not ahead, obviously, but down there. Is that if they run out there and then along? Is that?
Yep, that's doable.
Okay. So pressed up against that cliff for the most part, and then run from there.
So the party. I'm guys. I'm moving things along because I am not hearing other stuff. So if there's something else that people want to do, you please tell me. But
yeah, please interrupt, guys, if you want to do something else.
Yep, I'm all good with the plan.
Cool.
Yep.
Can I just suggest one thing? Sorry, maybe instead of wiggling the sword, can you hold it? I'm just worried if someone comes along and gets you, you will obviously stop doing that, and we'll think it's safe. So we can flip it so that if you're waving it, we move, and if it's
that's what I mean. So when I wiggle it, you run.
Oh, okay. When you stop.
And if I get shot, I'll become visible.
Yeah.
Oh, right. You're invisible. Yeah, with just the sword. Yeah. Okay. No one's going to see you. It's all good. What could go wrong?
So these characters are just simply a feature of the map, bunched together at this corner, on the sledge. Obviously, looking around the corner, there's a glitch in the map. You're looking around and looking in this direction. This is the moment, however, where I will say, Tanya, I would like you and I to have a little private chat, please.
Oh, nice.
Oh no!
If you guys, everybody else, can jump into chat room 1, please.
Sure thing.
Can someone do that for me? I'm just on my phone for about 5 minutes. I don't know how to. I can just hang up and do it.
Or should we go into chat room 1, Chris?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Can do. I've just got to then reconnect and do all the stuff.
I'll just hang up.
Cool, great. There you go.
Well, that room.
There we go. So Tanya, you start your sneaking.
Mm-hmm.
Can you give me a stalk, please?
89 plus 149. Sorry, 159.
Cool.
But minus 10, of course.
Yes, minus 10. What's her? So she's setting off from here. What's her target, please? Where's she aiming for? I'm assuming here, but you tell me where.
So yeah, sort of across to that rock. She'll sort of move across in that direction to where those scrappy trees are, and then she'll reperceive the situation. Just check that if the characters are crouched against that rock that they can't be seen from above.
Cool. Give me a perception roll, please.
Oh, quite excited there for a moment, but that was a miss roll. 70
It's
plus
master.
85.
Yep, master, of course. What's her bonus? Oh, plus 17. You said.
85.
So 85. Cool. So she's here, and this is what she's seeing. She can't, coming this side. There's definitely more excitement, and there's a shout from over here, and there's a slightly distant scream from this direction. Looking this way, however, oh my god, yeah, right there. In fact, you can just see him now. There. There's a man, looks like a soldier, and he's standing by the rocks, and he is constantly looking back up this way, staircase, and then round to the side. He's looking in that direction, and then looking back this way as well. He's right there. You can see him.
Okay, so the party would be visible if they ran across that space, right?
Yes.
That we've just covered. Okay, well, she'll need to go back and tell them then.
Okay.
And then, shall I just go back and tell them and come back to see you?
Yes, that's the easiest.
All right, hang fire then.
Poor GM Chance has been left alone. Coming back. So they're too scared to come back, apparently. No. Yeah. That took a very long time to ask for people to come back. What happened?
Oh, just asking questions. But what we have remembered is that Askel's invisible.
He is, correct.
So he's going to come with Tanya back to that rock to keep an eye on things.
Okay.
Can you move silently, Askel?
I do have some stork hide.
How are you? And we're quite a distance, though, right, Chris, and that guy from that rock?
From this rock here, yep.
To the guy?
This rock here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be... play nice, let's see. 472 feet.
So it would take, if Askel runs to the rescue, it's going to take him about 5 rounds, right?
Yes.
4 rounds. Depends how fast he runs.
Very fast.
Yeah.
If
But where's Nicholas and Jada, by the way?
they're back at the cliff,
Well, yeah, but so what's Yotto doing? So hang on, I'm confused.
Lotto's not with us.
To my knowledge, I thought Tanya had gone back to speak with the party. Is this not?
That's right. And we discovered that Askel is invisible.
Okay.
He's suddenly spoken up. You forgot about me. And so the idea is that he will come part of the way with Tenya.
Okay.
So he can keep an eye on what's going on, and maybe if things get a bit rough, he can come into the rescue. If you see what I mean.
Okay. Good to tell the audience that and the GM that.
Yeah.
Preferably on camera in future. Thank you.
Well, no, I haven't finished. We're just getting to it.
Yeah.
We're just figuring out distances and things like that.
Cool. Is there a reason that Yotto is here? And we're getting a lot of feedback from Yotto. Hello.
No.
Thanks, Giles. Okay. Giles, can you hang up, please? Or go and check.
Sure.
Chat room 1 or whatever. Thanks.
I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think he was
Yep.
left the office and walking home.
Cool. Got it.
Look,
We lost Pete.
would it be possible to get a sort of elevated view a little bit?
So, I completely lost the narrative there. I thought you were Tanya was going to go back and speak with the group, and I was waiting for the group to come back to have that discussion. What's happened? Why is? Tell me what's happened.
So she's gone back, and Askel says, "You know, I'm invisible, don't you?" And so she's explained that there's a guy, a sentry.
Okay.
Exactly what we saw,
Uh-huh.
and she's returning with Askel.
Okay.
And what I'm trying to suss out is whether it's good for him to stay behind. Obviously, he might make some noise, and I'm going to try and creep up on that sentry. So we need to keep some distance to allow her a chance, because if 2 people try and do it, there's more chance of failure.
So your characters are currently here at this stage.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
So how good's your stalk, Askel?
He's only plus 17.
Right, not good.
Not
And
at a minus 15 already.
oh god. Well, that's not going to work, is it? In terms of sound carrying, Chris, what's the thoughts? If there was a clank, how far would it travel? I mean, we're obviously listening to noises.
It's kind of what you're hearing is what's going on, with the occasional shout or scream or sounds of discord over here. So sound would carry. I mean, you're approximately 500. Actually, can you both give me a perception roll, please?
Okay.
79 plus 85.
Okay.
Ooh, Askel roll a 1.
Yeah, it's must. Yep.
Whew.
Yep. It's all good. It's all good.
And
Just
plus 37.
just a sec. I'll come back to Askel in just 1 second, if I may. So keep those dice rolls, please. Sorry, Tanya, what did you roll again? Tell me.
79.
Plus 85?
Yeah.
Minus your 10. Okay.
Yep.
Okie dokie. And Askel, your roll was a 1, I believe. Is that right?
Yep. A 1 and plus 37.
Cool. Let me just quickly check something. Yeah. So it's actually Askel that says. So Tanya, you're talking here, and you're talking about this guy here.
Yep.
Oops. You're talking about this guy here, and Askel says, "Yeah, but what about the other guy?"
No, the other guy.
And Tanya says, "What?" And Askel says, "Actually, there's a couple of them over there. Can you see?" And he's pointing, and just over here, you can just make out. Maybe. I might magnifying. That's the chap you saw, but then I don't think my magnifying thing's going to play ball. But from this vantage point, you couldn't see him. You could see the others, Tanya, from where you were, and you just simply missed them first time round. You can see that chap here, but there's at least one other here, two here. You think there's one standing further away.
Right, can't kill all of them then. All right.
You can always go back.
Well done.
We'll go back.
Well done, Askel.
Yeah, well, nice one. So, should we go? We'll need to talk to the group.
Okay. Can you bring them back, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
That was like a 100 without the zeros.
You rolled well. You did roll well.
Oh no! Giles just went into chat room 1.
There he is. There's Giles.
It's not like we're inviting you, honestly, Giles. Quick, chat room 2.
Yeah, jump into chat room 2. Run! Alrighty. What happened?
Nice roll, Askel.
Yeah, good roll.
One without the zeros.
Tanya missed it?
Absolutely. It was really good, in the end. That was a very good one, because it was masked.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the best one you've ever seen rolled.
Yes, it is.
Well, Askel seen them, so...
In fact, we'll do a zoom.
So there's likely to be at least 3, so I don't fancy Tanya's chances of knocking all of them off.
So you can see here, Askel, you spotted... That was the one that Tanya saw. Askel, you spotted this one, and you can just make out this guy here.
Dirty little
And
writers.
they're looking this way. They're all looking in this direction.
Which direction?
Straight. Well, occasionally turning their heads behind them, so they're not being stupid. They are looking around them. This person here is looking this way, mainly this way, keeping an eye presumably for people coming around here. This person here is looking this way, mainly this way, and also this way. And this person right there has got their back to you, and they're staring straight ahead at this strange staircase. So these two are kind of on their side, on their flank to you, looking that way and that way. And this person here is staring straight ahead. And they appear to be very tense, like they're poised for action.
So, what do you think, peeps? An idea. If Tanya could sneak up, could Jada use her illusion to look like she is one of
The baddies.
one of the baddies, but a high class one? Maybe in a row. I don't know. Let's look at what we've seen, but what she's seen.
Do you want me to make it look like I'm taking you prisoner?
No.
Like leading you along, or you've got me prisoner?
No, neither. I was wondering whether if you made yourself ran out and then collapsed or something, whether that would bring one of them out.
Black outfit, red hand, helmet. Askel saw. Sorry, Anthony. Askel saw this and I think, described this reasonably clearly last time, Chris. So I think they'd know what one of the guards of Torvish Papillus looked like. He could see them.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and you saw. Well, you all saw the remains of what the bears left behind as well.
Yeah, you could do one of the high-ranking dudes easy, Jada. You know what they look like.
Okay, I'll do that, and I'll make it look like I'm trying to pass on some sort of message, clutching onto a scroll or something, or.
Maybe
Okay.
you could even sort of raise your hand and then sort of keel over or something. But that's just one idea. And then with Tanya snuck in, potentially behind, so she could get to the stairs. So that how wide would she estimate those stairs to be?
They're a long way away. They're 1,600 foot away, so hard to be sure. Varies, you would say. Sometimes 2-3 people wide, sometimes just one person wide.
Okay. But she could at least be positioned there, and then Askel could get. Askel's obviously liable to make some noise, so he could get a bit closer, but probably not too close. What kind of armor have you got, Askel?
Just leather, 18.
So that's a breastplate.
And
Yeah.
what would someone-
And greaves.
Yeah.
I suggest the risk of this is they'll see Star Jada fall over and call the others. And from Chris's description, if 2 of you could sneak up on one of them, invisible, and essentially murder them and hide the body and then rinse and repeat, so the one on the left, then the one on the right, there's a reasonable chance. I can't understand why the person who's further away would see.
Well, I think they can see each other, so I'm not sure that would work. We're obviously going to make a noise when they die. I mean,
Didn't Chris say they're looking in different directions?
well, they are, but they are looking around. I mean, it would be a bit hopeful to knock someone off and not make a noise, I think.
They're looking panicked. It's probably a good description. They're checking behind them. They're mainly looking in the directions described, but they are checking around them. They're clearly twitchy, nervous. Not surprising, you've just heard screams and murder sounds from this direction.
Are you trying to draw all 3 of them to one place, Graham, to murder them all at once? Which I don't think is bad.
Well, I think that won't happen. What I'm suggesting is that if she gets to the stairs without them being detected, she at least can keep one of them busy running up the stairs. Obviously, could shout. There's nothing we can really do about that. But one might come out to see what was happening with Jada's collapsed illusion. Perhaps 2. Don't know. I don't know. Any open to ideas, but that was just something I got in my head. But any other ideas? Because how else? Because we need to sort of get between them and the stairs, really. Because if they run back up, they're kind of going to come back with more. They may just shout and summon more, of course. But Tanya's not going to knock off 3 of them, I don't think.
So we've got 2 invisible people, and there are 2 guards that. So my apologies for being away for a few minutes. 2 guards that are
3.
further out, and one that's much further in. If
Probably 3.
There are 3. You've seen Askel saw another 2, for sure.
So there may be more that we haven't seen. The point is that Askel won't be able to sneak up on them.
Is he not invisible?
He's visible, but he won't be able to sneak, so he'll make a noise.
Yeah, not very good, sneaky.
So he can get close-ish, but he's likely to make a noise and be,
You got an arrow?
I mean, Tanya will probably attack with her bow anyway.
Yeah. Can Askel fire a bow, Anthony?
You can fire a short bow.
Has he got a short bow?
He doesn't have a short bow, but he has a skill in short bow.
Can we magically conjure one? I mean, if the
I could ride my dragon.
non-existent bow, the existential arrow of confusion.
Just snap one of the bows in half. And restring it.
How far away are these people?
a long way at the moment, about 1,500 feet or something. I just think we need a plan for this, I think.
Anthony, can you cast sleep?
No. Not
Magic
one of
is
his.
a bit hit and miss, isn't it?
Sure
Yeah.
is.
He can do fog, light and dark. What about a walking fog? That just seems to move. Occasionally cuss and swear.
Have you got elemental ways, Anthony?
No. Yeah, Askel's only got 3 spell lists. Oh, actually, no, he has got elemental ways. I lie. Sorry, he can do fog, light, dark.
We could fire a water bolt at one of them if it went off.
The spell stunning bells of chiming. Do you need to be attuned to use that, Chris, or just need to ring
Yes.
the bell?
No, you need to attune it.
Okay.
How
What's
much
your
does it take to
sneaking-
make people invisible? How many power points? Because the other option here is Jada can make somebody else invisible who could come and help. Then there's one each.
Who's
Right.
good at stalking?
Right about now, by the way, you guys have been chatting in real time, and there has been an occasional scream. But right about now, there is first thing you see is a couple of people dash across this bridge. They pay utterly no attention to yourselves, and a minute or so after that, it sounds like utter bloodshed starts there. There's quite a fight going on right up here. Round
Do the
about.
guards
Wow.
down here move?
In other words,
They stay exactly where they are.
there's some battling going on up ahead, right? So the main problem I see of being detected is that they go look for help. But if help are already being fought, now do we just rush them? Or does Tenya go over, shoot one, and the rest of you she'll keep shooting, and the rest of you just pile in as fast as you can? Because even if they run up the stairs, I don't know if it's going to make... If there's battle... If they've already got something on their hands so close, they're not likely to return with more.
Goodness.
Oh.
Did you guys get that?
Yeah.
He's getting in the sleeping bag.
Oh. So, I'll try and be quiet. You see what I'm saying? Do we just Tenya sneak over? Better than I'm
Yeah,
sneaking,
let's do
and you guys get ready. And Askel, you go to the rock in the middle, and you can shout, "Charge!"
Let's do that.
1,000
If
feet.
if the good guys are losing, the bad guys might come pouring out, chasing them out.
You want us to charge
Be ready.
1,000
Well,
feet?
I suggest. Well, I open to offers as to how else to do this, but we think we need to go soon, and I think there's just currently a battle going on, so there's confusion.
Yeah.
Even if they,
How many power points does it take to make us invisible, Jada?
A reminder, this is happening in real time, by the way.
yeah, okay. Well, Tenya will say, right, I'm going to go over there, and I'm going to shoot the one on the, for the sake of argument, the one on the right. I'm going to sneak up and shoot him, and then after I've done that, I'll try and shoot another one. We've got to go. I think we've got to go now. But I'll start the thing off once I've engaged. If you guys start running, Askel suggests you go to the rock because you can get closer, so you can run in to help me. Has anyone got a better plan than that we can action right now, rather than otherwise we'll waste minutes trying to cast spells that won't work?
Yeah, I
Okay.
can't really. Yeah, they might not work anyway. Use up
Yosho
most
can
of the point.
run. Well, he can run at full pelt or dash actually, and he can dash at 425 meters ago, so he'll dash for the
Okay,
furthest.
cool. All right, well, that's good. Any should Tenya not go, or anyone got a better idea than just doing this now quickly?
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Pete.
Yep, sure. Let's go.
Okay, Askel, if you move to the rock, come with me to the rock. We'll creep to the rock, and then she'll creep beyond, and then Askel, it's up to you to sort of call it, so you'll have better vision. Is that right, Askel?
Yep. Sounds good. He will
Okay, Chris, we'll
ready himself.
We'll creep to the rock, please.
Okay, cool. Great. Oops. So, can I get a stalk roll from Tanya and a stalk roll from Askel? Just need to get the two characters. One is Tanya. Make a roll, but don't tell me what it is yet, please. And then we'll go to Askel, who is here. Yep, there he is. Askel. Other characters, I'm assuming, are here because I haven't been told otherwise. So Askel and Tanya are in the process of moving out to your target is here.
Correct. Yep.
Now this is if you run while you're invisible, there is a very good chance, of course, you become visible, right? Or you do become visible.
Yep.
Okay, so I am ready, please, to take a stalk roll. A stalk roll. Give me a roll, please, Tanya.
58.
58 plus
159.
159. Great, so Tanya, depending on what Askel does, but at this stage anyway, you successfully make it up to here. Askel, give me a roll, please.
He got 73.
Okay.
Plus 17.
Plus
minus 15.
Plus, yep. Graham, please continue to remind me of your minus.
Sorry, minus 10.
Yep. 70. Okay, so Askel, look, you're not quiet. Tanya kind of looks over her shoulder in disgust, but you're not like a herd of elephants. You know, that wasn't a failure. It was actually a reasonably decent roll, and your intended targets are some way away. So you're not quiet, but you don't trip, you don't fall, you don't make a racket. You both are up here. I'm guessing holding hands, the traditional way. Now, other characters are unaware of this. I think it's probably a waste. It's just going to delay things too much if they head into another room. So, what happens now?
I think Askel would like to survey the scene, what's ahead, like what the ground's like. Is it like twigs and what have you?
Sure. It's stone. It's mostly just icy rock. These trees are, I don't know, really quite odd actually. Kind of gnarled and twisted. They look dead, but who knows? Yeah, but no, it's rock. Absolutely rock that you're on.
Tanya whispered to Askel, if I make my way over to the right-hand one, guy, and give me a bit of time to get in position, you could start edging forward. If they hear something, well, they might come and check it out, which is fine because I'll get to shoot that person in the back, if you see what I mean. Okay. Once I become visible when I shoot, I'm going to need you to sort of charge in. Do we know what they're armed with, Chris?
Give me a perception roll, please. You can only see one at the moment. You couldn't make out what the others had.
4 plus 85.
4 plus 85. Short weapon, axe, short sword, something like that, and a shield with this guy. He's the only one you can see. Looking very twitchy. Other characters? What are other characters doing, please? Let's keep it rolling, go folks.
So Yotto will stick to the plan, so he's going to wait for... He'll be moving forward as he can with the others, quietly, as close as he can be, and as soon as there's engagement or a sign of that, he'll dash as fast as he can. No dashy is already drawn to do some dashy.
Dashy. Cool. All right.
So I guess Tanya would just like to say to Askel, hold here. I'm just going to go and look, see how the others are armed. So she'll go and do that.
All right.
Askel acknowledges that.
Okay. Cool. No, I am gonna ask. I'm sorry, guys. Everybody, bar Tanya, jump into chat room 2, please. Chat room 1. Thank you. Try not to do it too much. Thank you.
I was going to say, with that last little sound, Chris, I thought you had failed your magic cast. A miscast.
Yes. You too. Thanks, Askel. Yep. Cool. Give me a roll, please.
Dog.
Yep.
16.
16.
Plus 159.
Okay, she's not. She's quiet, but amazingly so. She moves up here, following the rock wall around, I'm assuming, unless you tell me otherwise.
Yep.
Checking as she goes. That's the terrain, so there is an open gap there.
Yep.
She gets up to... Oops. To here.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely now. Let's see if my magnifying... Yeah. Axe and shield, for sure.
Okay.
She moves up to here. And a little bit more. Perception roll, please.
And she'll use her eyeglass if she needs to.
Oh, yes. Yep.
60.
60.
Plus 85.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so actually, using the eyeglass, firstly, this guy here is a spearman, which you can see, and not one, I might just zoom actually, might be easier, not one, but 2 would appear to be people with crossbows. Yeah. And here.
That's going to spoil that.
The 2 crossbows are staring at the stairs. So they're not standing up as proud as they are there. They're obviously concealed, but I've put their red there so you can see them. This guy here is alternating from coming up to this little lip and looking over, and then glancing over his shoulder, and they're all looking in this direction. This one here is kind of pacing a little bit, looking around the rocks. Occasionally he comes back this way and stands over here as well. Tanya's there.
Okay, well that changes things. I can't. The one that's on the right, Chris, is he visible to the other ones? I assume he would be.
So
yes,
that's their view there. Yep, they're not silly. All four, all 4 can see each other.
Okay. Well, I think she'll need to creep back and tell Askel that at least. I wonder, is it worth setting this up for next time? I don't know. Anyway, up to you. But yeah, she'll go back and tell Askel.
Okay. Ask Anthony to rejoin, please.
Back.
So Tanya, a little voice in the ether says, in a low voice, Askel, there are 4, at least, and 2 of them have got crossbows, which changes things a little bit, because if you start running across there, they will shoot you. So I could go to try out the one on the right and take him out. He's still visible to the others, so if he goes down or he starts battling me, then the others will be alerted. But if you run across visible, you will be shot at, and so will the rest of the party. I just wonder if we need I don't know that 2 of us can take out 4, and I just wonder whether we just need to have a little think about what we want to do.
So the crossbow purs, we haven't seen them, but
you've seen one of them. So there's a mound in front of the stairs. It's got 2 crossbowmen on them, and they've got some cover, so they won't be easy to approach.
Yeah.
I wonder, Chris, is it? Originally I was talking about going around to the cliffs to the other way. I assume that would be visible to those men too.
Yep, it was certainly visible to him.
The one there. What about the other lot? Oh yeah, there he is. Oh, not.
They've got all sort of angles covered.
No, just one. That angle.
Well, that might be a way to go,
no.
but
Crossbowman there.
Yeah, I think we're going to need the whole party, so I think we're going to have to think about maybe a plan to get up close, or closer at least.
Combat,
I mean, you and I.
Combat kind of trails off with a horrible scream.
Okay. But how do you feel about picking this up next time, Chris? Feels like we just need to bash our heads together and come up with a plan.
Okay, sure. Cool.
What do you think, Askel?
Yeah. I mean, hey, we're about 10 to 10, so.
Yep, done.
Yeah. It feels like we may as well get our ducks in line and start next time with a plan, you know?
Sure thing. Yeah, if someone can grab the team, and we'll finish off for the night.
Wait. And when you say ducks in a row, you mean bad guys.
Oops. Oh, damn it. Did it again. Several times on this recording. There we go.
Sometimes when you're scrolling that like that, Chris, I have a split seconds where I think I'm in a video game where I'm controlling it.
It's like Doom.
No, yeah, go left.
All right, folks. Couple of things. So Askel and Tanya have disappeared. They've been away for that length of time, whatever that was, 5-10 minutes. The fighting from up above has now ceased, and those that were back here caught a glimpse of a number of people running over the bridge. Didn't get a decent look at who they were. Really hard to see from this angle, and would have been someone just peering around a corner anyway. But the combat has definitely finished, and that is where we're going to leave it for the session. Okay, folks, so that's it for the session. Hope you enjoyed it. I am about to roll credits.
Oh.
See you later. Bye.
Great session. Thank you.
Bye.
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 It's Carnage.